Hello everyone! Labubu is a creature created by illustrator Casey Long, and also the latest display of late-stage capitalism that floods the world around us. But let's not worry about that. Let's talk Spec Evo, and use it to reimagine these little guys as real animals. Please consider liking this video and subscribing if you like it. And now, without further ado, let's get started! Human greed sometimes seems unending, and other living beings will have to endure the brunt of these unchecked tendencies, be it as collateral damage to environmental destruction or by being turned into wares themselves. Lagomaimus ichthyophaga, or the Labubus, are one such organism. These small mustelids, related to animals like the pine marten and the European badger, are found across northern Europe, having adapted to a partially digging, semi-aquatic lifestyle, similar to that of star-nosed moles. While not as specialized as other diggers, their small, compact bodies and short tails allow them to dig and hide underground, while their sharp teeth and short snout allow them to capture and rip apart aquatic prey, structures convergent with what is observed in animals like otters. The dense fur of Labubus, which protects them from the cold, can present a wide range of tan and brown notes, mostly tied to sexual dimorphism. Males tend to have a much darker coat, and this coat will be even darker depending on the levels of testosterone present in their bodies. This similarity to lions is not coincidental, as they present a very similar social lifestyle, with female groups having a single reproductive male that defends its position against other males. Originally named due to their rabbit-like appearance, this look is now understood to be a coincidence, owed to their convergently long ears, used to detect their own predators, and the way their fur covers their much leaner bodies. As fascinating as these animals are, however, the Labubus mostly escaped the attention of humans, being exclusively tied to very local folklore during most of their existence. Alas, in recent times, the Labubus became a very popular exotic pet in China, and the prevalence of social media led to this trend becoming viral worldwide. As a result of their newfound popularity, the countries where these animals originate quickly passed laws to protect them, and so, in an effort to meet demand, many people in China began breeding and selling these animals all over the world, only further fueling the media machine that made them popular to begin with. Wild predatory animals, of course, are hard to take care of, and many owners found themselves abandoning their Labubus pretty soon after, turning them loose in new environments where they would easily become an invasive species, particularly around the USA. And, sadly, just owning a Labubu wasn't enough for many, who would keep trying to get as many different individuals as possible. See, these breeding practices led to the discovery that fur patterns in Labubus are tied to complex, as of yet not studied genetic factors, and constant breeding led to the discovery of a vast amount of fur colors and patterns, including different hues, patterns that resemble clothing, and even a golden variant with extremely reflective fur, full of health issues but very attractive to buyers. Particularly unfortunate is the fact that Labubu fur patterns are only expressed as they mature, and, as most Labubu breeders only sell juveniles, these buyers would only find out what kind of Labubu they had gotten once it matured, leaving them dismayed at getting a Labubu they already had. This only further increased the rates of Labubu abandonment and release, and it is now believed that their presence is the main reason behind the sharp decrease in wild Furby and teddy bear populations. Please remember that pets are not toys. Be responsible owners. And keep in mind, Labubus are not well. They come from unethical meals. And that's it for a speculative biology look into Labubu. So, after looking at the vast amounts of lore on these creatures, we decided to just grab the iconic looking guys and base this episode on what we could gather by looking at their anatomy, especially their clear mammalian fur and ears, their small featureless bodies, and their very clearly predatory dentition. And given their purported origin on Nordic folklore, a small predatory mammal from that region was a perfect candidate for the base of this organism, which is why we decided to go with a mustelid, making this the second time one appears on the channel and the first time they get their own episode. And of course, we had to tie their massive commercialization into the episode somehow. And sure enough, an invasive species bought and sold by mankind worked perfectly for this, with it even displacing other toy-based creatures along the way. I hope you enjoyed this one, and please let me know if there are other collectibles you'd like to see reimagined. Like Funkos. Remember when those were a thing? Anyway, here's a thank you to everyone who wanted to see this episode. And also, thank you to our researchers and research associates who support us through Patreon and YouTube memberships. Remember, you too can join in if you want to support our channel, and you get some nice perks too, like seeing all of our creatures and videos ahead of time and helping mold them into shape. Or you can also like, subscribe, or write a comment telling me any type of creature you would like me to give the spec treatment in the show. Any of those really help the channel a lot. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time on the Speculative Wildlife Research Center.